10 air travel tips for the perfect trip. Are you ready for the ultimate guide to making your flight as smooth and enjoyable as possible? Because we've got some insider tips and tricks that are going to make your journey through the skies a whole lot better. From the best time to fly to the dirtiest places on the plane, we've got you covered. Let's get started. Number 1. If you're someone who loves to fly, then the morning is the best time to do it. Let me tell you why. First, the weather is usually more stable in the morning. This means less turbulence and smoother flight. Second, the air traffic is less congested, so you're less likely to experience delays. Third, the flight crews are more alert and refreshed in the morning. They've had a good night's rest and are ready to take on the day. Plus, morning flights are usually less crowded, so you'll have more room to stretch out and relax. Now I know, getting up early isn't for everyone, but trust me, it's worth it. You'll be able to start your day with a clear head, and you'll have the whole day ahead of you to explore your destination once you land. So set that alarm and wake up early. You won't regret it. Number 2. Window seats may give you a view to die for, but they also come with a side of chilly air. Now I know what you're thinking, but I brought my trusty sweater and a blanket, and that's great, but let me tell you, the window seats can be deceivingly cold. During a flight, the temperature outside the cabin can fall dramatically. You can feel the change in temperature more around the seats by the windows. So if you're the kind of person who gets cold easily, you might want to consider sitting in the middle or aisle seats. Believe me, you don't want to spend the whole flight shivering and wishing you had brought a thicker sweater or an extra blanket. So choose wisely, my friends. Number 3. I know, coffee and tea on a plane sound like the perfect pick-me-up, especially after a long night or an early morning, but sometimes it might not be the best idea. The pressurized cabin can cause liquids to expand, which means your drink might end up all over you. Imagine trying to enjoy your flight with a wet shirt or pants. Not fun, right? Save your caffeine fix for when you land. Instead, you can opt for some water, juice, or a soft drink that are less likely to spill. And if you're looking for something warm, you can always ask for hot water and bring your own tea bags. This way you can control the quality of your drink and enjoy it without the risk of spilling it. Number 4. Now let's talk about something that might gross you out a bit. Tables and seat pockets are the dirtiest places on the plane. Think about it. They're constantly being touched by passengers, from eating their meals to storing their items, and they're not cleaned as frequently as other areas of the cabin. Imagine all the germs and bacteria that could be lurking on those surfaces. Not pleasant, right? So if you're going to use them, make sure to wipe them down first. You can use the disinfectant wipes provided by the airline or bring your own. This way you can ensure that the surface is clean before you use it. And if you're storing any items in the seat pockets, make sure they're in a sealed bag to prevent any contamination. This small step can go a long way in keeping yourself and your belongings safe and clean. Number 5. Now this might surprise you, but the service is often better in the back rows of a plane. You might be thinking, but why would I want to sit in the back of the plane? Let me explain. First, the flight attendants are usually focused on the front of the plane during takeoff and landing, making sure that everyone is buckled in and comfortable. Once they've finished their duties, they have more time to spend with the passengers in the back. This means that they can be more attentive and provide better service. Second, the passengers in the back rows are often more relaxed, which can lead to a more pleasant experience overall. They're not as worried about getting to the front of the plane first or about the flight attendants being too busy to attend to them. So if you're looking for a more relaxed and personalized service, the back rows are the way to go. Number 6. All right, folks, let's talk about something super important, shall we? It's time to get creative and bring your own entertainment. Even though many airlines now have in-flight entertainment systems, they can still be a bit of a gamble. Sometimes the selection is limited, the screens are the size of a Post-it note, or the system could be down for maintenance. And let's be honest, who wants to spend their entire flight staring at the same movie or TV show? Boring. That's why it's always a good idea to bring your own entertainment. Whether it's a juicy novel, a tablet loaded with games, or a good old-fashioned puzzle book, having something to keep you occupied can make all the difference in your flight experience. And don't forget about music. Bring your own playlist and enjoy your favorite songs or podcasts. It's a great way to pass the time and make the flight go by faster. Just make sure to pack your headphones, otherwise you'll have to rely on the airplane's audio jack, which could be not so great. So don't take any chances, pack your own entertainment, and make your flight a party in the sky. Number 7. When it comes to neck cushions, less is more. I know it might be tempting to inflate it to its full capacity, but that really isn't the best idea. A cushion that's too firm will put pressure on your neck and shoulders, which can cause pain and discomfort. Instead, inflate it just enough to give you some support, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. The idea behind the neck cushion is to provide comfort and support to your neck, not to push it forward or put pressure on it. And don't forget that you can also use it as a lumbar support by placing it behind your lower back. This way you can enjoy a comfortable sleep and wake up without any back pain. Number 8. Traveling can be a wild adventure, but losing your valuables can bring the excitement to a screeching halt. Fear not, my friend. With these simple tips, you can keep your valuables safe and secure and let the good times roll. Stash your cash and passport in a money belt or stash socks, so you'll always know where they are. Pack electronics in a padded case for added protection. And don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Spread out your valuables across different bags. Make copies of important documents and store them in a separate, easily accessible place. And don't forget to lock up your luggage with a TSA-approved lock for extra security. Oh, and don't be afraid to wear those heavy items on the plane. It'll save space in your bag for more souvenirs. Number 9. Packing for a trip can be a real challenge, especially when space is limited. But no need to stress, my friend. I've got you covered with some packing tips that'll make the most of your limited luggage space. Start by rolling your clothes instead of folding them. It'll save you a ton of space. Invest in a vacuum-sealed bag to compress your clothes even more. Pack smart and don't overload your bags. Remember, less is more. And of course, don't forget to leave a little room for those irresistible finds along the way. Number 10, and last but not least, if you're someone who likes to eat healthier while flying, always ask for a special meal. Sure, they're typically more expensive than regular meals, but they often come with more of a variety and higher quality food. Now, I know that some airlines don't offer special meals, but if you're flying with an airline that does, go for it. It's worth the extra cost. It can make your flying experience more enjoyable. They often come with a wider variety of options, including vegetarian, gluten-free, and other dietary restrictions. So whether you're a foodie or just someone who likes to eat healthier, a special meal is definitely worth considering. So there you have it, a few fun tips and tricks to hopefully make your flight as smooth and enjoyable as possible. Remember, flying is an adventure and it's supposed to be fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Thanks for watching.